AskReddit by Vex77. What city you would like to visit but currently isn't too safe? I've always wanted to go and see the pyramids in Egypt but have heard terrible things about being a female tourist in that country. It's definitely the worst country I've been to and I'm a guy. I'm glad I got to see the pyramids, but will never go back. Aleppo. As a Syrian person from Aleppo, I appreciate this comment as well as the fact that it's garnering likes. Love and miss this city so much. Timbuktu. I mean, Mali at large is my dream destination, but especially Timbuktu. The amount of times I use Timbuktu in my daily vocabulary is disgusting. And I use a heavy southern accent with it, so it's even worse. Chernobyl would be interesting to see. There was active tourism there before the war if I remember it right. No idea though how much that changed with the war. Giza. The pyramids and local history are fascinating to me, but it sounds like a bad time in between the hotels and historical sites, especially if you look foreign. Cairo, Egypt are always the top comment on worst travel experiences. I went just before the pandemic and I agree with most people's opinions, but it is doable if you are used to foreign travel and have some money to spend. I stayed at the Marriott in Giza and it had bomb sniffing dogs on entry and, basically, Tsar-like security to enter. I booked private tour guides every day and private drivers. I still got harassed often, but also many of the people were just lovely and kind and welcoming. I think I probably only spent about $1,000 on all the tour's drivers, which to me was totally worth it to be able to sit on one of the Great Pyramids, see the Mask of Tutankhamun, the statues of Ramses II, the entirety of the Egyptian Museum, the mosques, the Nile, etc. That being said, there's no way I'd go back with my wife and kid. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience, but it is doable. Odessa in Ukraine. I seriously want to explore the catacombs beneath the city. I got to go there before the war. It was awesome. I hope it becomes safe soon. All of Iran. I second this. And Afghanistan, which used to be part of the Backpackers Trail until the 80s. Yemen. My parents lived in Aden during the 60s and still go on about how beautiful it is. Also, my dad visited an island with crazy alien looking plants. Your dad went to Socotra. I visited over 20 years ago and yes, there are many unusual and endemic plant species. Sanaa, Beirut, Baghdad, Tehran. I'd love to visit Iran. Maybe someday things will cool down enough for it to be possible. Rock bottom. The public transportation has been really unsafe lately too. I can't. I wanted to see Chernobyl for a very long time now. I've watched so many documentaries. Wild place frozen in history. I've heard St. Petersburg is beautiful and would love to visit the Hermitage Museum. The Hermitage is truly amazing. My favorite place I visited in SPB was Peterhof. So many beautiful fountains, grounds. Asmara, in Eritrea. Phenomenal Italian Art Deco architecture there. I was going to say Mogadishu for similar reasons, and good food. Moscow, my hometown. But I'll be jailed straight away. Mention Moscow on Reddit. Believe it or not, jail. My parents' answer is Jacmel, Haiti, their hometown. Man, I want to visit Port-au-Prince so bad. You just can't go anywhere in Haiti RN. Damascus. Seconding this. St. Petersburg. Here's to hoping Russia chills out in my lifetime. I visited there in 2004. Nice tourist areas. Clean square. Cheap souvenirs. Museum of deformed fetuses in jars. A Pizza Hut. Nice trip. Pripyat. Kyiv. I'm in Kyiv right now. It's not 100% safe because nowhere in Ukraine is, but to be honest with you, it's hard to believe there's a war on. Life is going on as normal here, and the only things you'll notice is the occasional air raid alert and the fact that there's curfew from 0000 hours to 5 o'clock. Even the air raid alerts aren't a big deal. Ukraine's air defense system is pretty solid and generally everyone goes about their business unless you hear a big bang. Nobody goes straight to the shelters and things stay open. The only inconvenience is the metro stops running its overground routes and stays underground, so for a while afterwards all the trains are completely packed. It's a great city. If you can do the long overground trip from Poland, all the airports are closed, it's well worth it. Tehran. In fact, a lot of Iran. Isfahan is so beautiful it doesn't seem real. https://en.m.wiki.org/wiki/media/file:/nax hejahan.jpg. Jerusalem. It's a beautiful city with a rich history, worth visiting regardless of religious beliefs. However, it can be tense and stressful. Diamond City. The city itself is safe enough but the suburbs are rough. Make sure to carry a sweater for safety. Beirut. The ruins of Babylon. Antakya for the ruins of Antioch, Jerusalem, and just most of Syria and the Levant.